When looking for an article, I tried to look for something that was not only interesting, but would also help me bettering my communication in an organization. I came across an amazing article by Kim Jansen called Conversations That Unleash Employee Talent. In the article, Kim speaks about 5 conversations to have to help with effective communication. So she speaks about what the employee needs to do, how employees are doing along the way to help them succeed, and how the employee did. What the employee will get if he or she achieves the results, and how employees can continually help themselves. Kim Jansen made sure, when giving ways to have effective communication in the workplace, she did not leave out the person or persons that are key players in the role of communications, the managers. She showed that managers are also responsible for what they're responsible for doing when helping an employee try to achieve their goal. The first conversation is about what you as an employee needs to do. So she talks about that at the end of the day, managers are ultimately in charge of an employee and their performance, and they have to make sure that they take the measures to help employees with their communication and stay on track and know what they need to be doing. But when it comes to employees, they're responsible for their performance as well, and employees should pursue clarity until, everything is fully understood. If they're unclear about what they should be doing, they need to ask questions and make sure that they can, pretty much ask as many questions as they can until they get the answer that they need. If employees, are unclear of what they need and they don't ask, there could be problems in the workplace. Conversation 2 focuses on how you as an employee is doing. This section focuses on receiving input from managers on their work. Coaching and feedback are 2 skills that should be developed by managers, she said. And she thinks that effective coaching requires assessing the situation, engaging with the person well, providing feedback, offering suggestions, or even connecting people with resources that will help them. So offering, other resources, other outside people that they can ask questions to help them. The greatest thing for a manager to do is organize their time and effort, she said. Kim next spoke about the employee's role. So she said that employees should seek input regardless of how their manager approaches them. So asking for input, once a month, sending them an email saying, hey, can you tell me if I'm doing this right? Should I fix something? Is what she said that needs to be done. Conversation 3 focuses on how you as an employee did. She said that managers need to try and have conversations on how you as an employee is doing, and how your performance is as an employee too. And you can ask the organization and fix whatever you're doing wrong. Managers should also never surprise their employee with reviews. She thinks that if a manager is doing that, they need to be fired. They should let them know that they're coming and give them a chance to redeem themselves. So if they are messing up and they know, they have the chance to fix it. As an employee, you should try and always ask questions and reviews on yourself. Email a self-eval, see if they can come and meet with you for 10 minutes, or hey, can you tell me what this is? How am I doing? It can motivate you, the employee, and even meeting with a manager for 10 minutes can help you tremendously. Conversation 4 focuses on money, which is, what a lot of people are worried about at work. She said that most employees believe that they should be paid for how well they perform, which is what everybody thinks. But she thinks that instead of everybody getting raises and bonuses, that they should limit that and not have so many people. Even though these conversations may be hard to have, in the end it will help the relationship with the manager and the employer, she said. A pitfall to this majority of the time is that the people at the top are normally the ones that make this connection, but as long as there's some type of communication, something could be done. Even if the lower is talking to the higher, something could be helped. The final conversation is about how you need to grow as an employee. So the manager's role in this conversation is that they should be constantly looking at what the capabilities that are needed for the organization, how their employees are matching up with those needs. Employees who are developed consistently, within the company tend to obviously rise higher. So if they're constantly working on themselves, asking questions, having good conversations, hey, I did this wrong. Can you help me out? They're the ones that are normally moving up. And that's what she said. So this can be an essential business practice. The employee's role should be to develop every day and relentlessly pursue better employee. So if their employees aren't living up to their standards, they're going to move on. After reading this article, I believe it can help employees better their communication in the workplace. Kim also says that if you approach the conversation with full commitment and a focus, it will make the conversation simple and productive. I believe this article tied in great with the class. What we're working on now is, conversation in an organization and workplace. And this article could help a lot with the class. I mean, it shows how to conversate with your manager, which everyone's going to be needing to do once they get out in the workplace. And I think that a lot of people could benefit from this, and I know that I will be one of them. Thank you.